It's Chance and Fallon taking the stage. Deep dives ready to engage. Conversations that spark the soul, where stories unfold and make you whole. The Chance and Fallon show's the place to be. Talking about the world and what we need to see. Tune in now, don't miss a beat. Articulation Media's got you on your feet.
Welcome to the Chance and Fallon Show.
Have you ever found yourself looking back at your own childhood and thinking, wow, things were really different then?
Oh, definitely. It's pretty natural, isn't it?
Yeah, to compare, our past to the world our kids are growing up in.
Or even future generations. You get that feeling that maybe some essential things have shifted.
Exactly. And today, we're embarking on a deep dive into precisely that kind of reflection. We're looking through the lens of two really insightful literary works from a husband and wife duo.
Latisha Jefferson Robertson and Steve Robertson.
Right. Latisha gives us this really poignant, poetic look at childhood across time.
While Steve, her husband, delves into something huge, the meaning and purpose of life itself.
So our sources for this deep dive are Latisha's epic poem, Kids Gone Wild, and Steve's nonfiction debut, The Importance of Your Life.
And what makes this really compelling, I think, is that both books came out the same week,
Wow.
March 2025.
Yeah, it's not just two separate works. It feels like a shared creative journey.
A kind of dual perspective offering this remarkably unified message, even though they're talking about different things on the surface.
So our mission for you today is to unpack these perspectives. We want to pull out key insights on generational shifts, those enduring values like respect and community.
And also that call to personal responsibility.
Right. We hope to help you gain some knowledge quickly, thoroughly, maybe even spark an aha moment about your own life journey.
As we explore how these two works from this couple really complement each other in understanding, well, our evolving world.
Okay, so let's start with Latisha Jefferson Robertson's Kids Gone Wild. It just immediately takes you to a different era, doesn't it?
It really does. The title itself, Kids Gone Wild, it makes you think of one thing.
Yeah, like chaos.
Maybe. But when you dive in, you realize it's a look at a different kind of wildness. Maybe more like uninhibited play.
And also a world with really clear expectations. She opens by painting this picture where she actually writes, back in the day, things were quite different. We listened to adults and were mostly compliant. Respect was a must, no matter the hour.
And there were consequences for stepping out of line. She mentions losing some power.
Yeah. And what's striking right from the start is how it's not just nostalgia about, what they did.
No, not at all. It's a really vivid portrayal of a value system, like deeply embedded.
Self-sufficiency, community responsibility, it seems paramount.
Totally. She describes this environment where the expectation was, wake up early and make our own bed, get dressed quickly before being fed.
Right. It wasn't just chores for chores' sake.
No, it was about instilling a work ethic, following rules right from the start. Chores were waiting, and so was school.
It created this sense of accountability. You knew you'd be paying the price if we refused or showed disrespect, have a nasty attitude.
That emphasis on contribution and accountability, it's powerful.
And a huge part of this back in the day feel, as Latisha shows, was just the sheer amount of unstructured outdoor play.
Oh, yeah. She points to a world kind of blessedly free of gadgets, no cell phones with touch screens.
Instead, she recalls, we'd play outside, chasing our dreams, hopscotch and jump rope, jacks and ball.
We'd make up games with no need for a mall.
It's this image of a time when sharp minds were forged, well, not by devices, but by having to create things themselves.
Books, video games, like the old kind, and paper were our choice of vice.
It sounds like imagination wasn't just, encouraged. It was essential, just for fun.
That's a key distinction, isn't it? The lack of that ready-made digital stuff pushed kids towards their own resources.
For play, for interacting.
Which in turn cultivated problem-solving social skills.
And underpinning all that, she
Yeah.
talks about this really connected family life. Dinner time sounds central.
Beautifully described. Dinner time came and we gathered around, family together, a love that's profound.
We talk, share stories, laugh, and then pray. No interruptions from tech getting in the way.
And it also stressed earning things. earning respect.
Holding doors, offering a hand, saying, please, thank you, excuse me.
Simple things, but powerful. It's not just a list of virtues, is it? It's like a blueprint for how society worked then.
So thinking about that environment, what parts of that back in the day experience seem most impactful? For development, I mean. For the person, for the community.
That's a great question. For me, it might be the unstructured part of that outdoor play.
Yeah.
The freedom to kind of fail, to invent things, negotiate with other kids without, an adult constantly watching.
That kind of social emotional learning, resilience, patience, learned in real time, seems invaluable.
Definitely. And those shared family meals, they're not just about eating, are they?
No, it's active listening, storytelling, reinforcing those bonds, maybe in a way that feels less common today.
Do you think that kind of communal in-person connection is just harder to replicate now, with everything being more curated, more digital?
It feels like it might be.
Yeah.
The poem hints at this sort of forced engagement, maybe.
Yeah, with the immediate world, with people, just because there weren't as many digital escapes.
Fostering a different kind of presence, maybe. Attention.
Exactly. Which makes that pivot in the poem so powerful.
Right, because then she says, now, my things have changed so fast. This is where it gets really interesting.
It's like she's asking us, okay, what did we trade for all this convenience?
Yeah, and the poem observes this huge shift, right, towards gadget overload and indoor life. It's a stark contrast.
She writes, today's kids have all the gadgets, expensive phones, and the unlimited video games.
And spend their whole day inside, playing on the sea.
That vibrant outdoor play she talked about earlier, it's just gone.
No more jump rope, no flag football, no more playing outside, just tapping on screens where they choose to hide.
What she's illustrating so powerfully there is this generational trade-off, maybe.
How so?
Well, in gaining instant connection, endless digital entertainment, we might be sort of inadvertently sacrificing those hands-on, unstructured experiences.
The ones crucial for developing resilience, patience, deep imagination.
Precisely. And it's not just the gadgets themselves, is it?
No, it's the whole cascade of experiences lost because of them.
Like walking to school.
Yeah, she notes they don't walk to school, missing out on simple joys like a cold, snowy day.
Of building snowfolks, making sleds, and laughing time away.
Instead, they stay indoors and stare at the glass.
And this seems to lead, in her view, to a kind of entitlement, a diminished appreciation for simpler things.
She has a line, they don't know the fun of riding a bike or playing with friends in the warm sunlight. It feels like a lament.
For that tactile, real-world engagement that seems faded.
And this shift, it's reflected deeply in communication too, right?
Yeah.
And family dynamics.
Oh, absolutely. Those detailed 3-page letters from the past.
Replaced by texting.
Now they just text. They call 3 sentences a book, so text lol or verb, and it's on to the next.
And those lively dinner tables she described.
Now quiet, no stories to hear, no jokes or games, just a click and a cheer.
So it's not just a change in how we communicate.
It's potentially a thinning of that fabric of connection. The poem suggests maybe a diminished imagination, too.
Where the need to use our imaginations to play and create and explore
Is maybe being replaced by a world that's all tech, all day, all night.
The world outside doesn't seem so bright. That's a powerful line.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, Latisha's poem isn't just like bashing technology.
No, it's more nuanced.
It's a really poignant observation about how these fundamental lifestyle shifts can impact core human experiences. Connection, creativity, resilience.
It definitely makes you think about how these changes might be subtly shaping a generation's capacity for, say, empathy, resourcefulness.
Which raises that big question, how do we as a society balance all this amazing technological advancement?
With preserving these deeply human, formative experiences, the ones Latisha describes as so crucial.
It's not about rejecting progress, clearly. It's about mindful integration, maybe?
Yeah, thinking about what we prioritize. And if Latisha's poem highlights what we might be losing,
then Steve Robertson's work, her husband's book, offers this really compelling roadmap.
For rebuilding those ties,
Yeah.
finding meaning, even in this seemingly disconnected world.
Exactly. Which brings us nicely to the second part of our deep dive.
Right. Steve Robertson's The Importance of Your Life. And it complements Latisha's observations so profoundly, but from a totally different angle.
It's nonfiction, and it has that unique origin story, too.
He wrote it in less than an hour.
Yeah, apparently inspired by a challenge from Latisha, and then both books released the same week.
It really underscores that unified message. even with different focuses.
And Steve's work, it isn't really about looking back like Latisha's poem. It's about looking inward and forward.
Providing a framework, he said.
Yeah, a powerful framework for understanding and maybe enhancing the value of our individual lives, regardless of generation or technology.
He emphasizes that life's significance,
Hmm.
it's not defined by fame, wealth, or accomplishment.
Right, but instead it is defined by the love we give, the people we touch, and the way we live each day.
That feels like a really timeless anchor against all the changes Latisha describes.
It really does, and he lays out this clear path for living, well, more vitally, purposefully.
Drawing from his own experiences, you mentioned.
Health issues.
Yeah, he talks about things like getting food poisoning, but especially seeing his wife, Latisha, go through severe health problems.
Wow.
And how that made him really rethink priorities, appreciate the fragility, the preciousness of life.
So it's a deeply personal journey, but it leads to these universal principles.
Exactly. And a key insight is his focus on the vitality of life.
What does he mean by that exactly?
He encourages appreciating the simplest of moments. Things like time spent with my wife, our smiles as we eat the breakfast I've cooked, the quiet hum of everyday existence, spending time in peace.
Finding the big and the small? Precisely. He says life's importance has to be clear to me and big to me, no matter how small. He urges us to take stock of the small, beautiful things that are easy to overlook.
That feels like a direct antidote to feeling overwhelmed or distracted by, well, everything.
It really does. It echoes Latisha's concerns about losing simple joys, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it feels like a conscious choice we have to make to cultivate that mindfulness.
It is a conscious choice. And building on that, he moves to personal and collective purpose.
Okay.
He argues that living isn't just about, personal survival.
It's bigger than that.
It's about fulfilling a larger purpose. He highlights that everyone's life is interconnected.
How our lives touch others.
Exactly. Our lives touch those around us, whether we want to or not. He says every act of kindness creates ripples that extend far beyond ourselves.
And he implores us, please don't isolate yourself.
Which speaks directly to Latisha's lament about those quiet dinner tables, the diminished communication, right?
Yeah, it reframes fostering connection. It's not just nice, it's foundational, an active purpose.
That extends our own importance. It's a powerful reminder that our actions matter.
Big or small. And that engaging with our community is vital.
And he gets practical, too. He talks about prolonging life responsibility.
Which isn't just about living longer, you said.
No, it's about improving the quality of life. He details things like lifestyle changes, eating healthier, exercising regularly, adopting mindfulness practices.
The holistic view.
Absolutely. He stresses the equal importance of mental health, emotional resilience, and spiritual growth. He even cites gratitude as a key practice.
How did that help him?
He says it helps to manage stress, maintain emotional connections. It's about having tools to combat the anxieties that can come from feeling disconnected, maybe in that tech-saturated world Latisha hints at.
And it's a lifelong thing, right? Which brings us to learning to live more fully.
Yeah, he champions lifelong learning, but not just academic stuff.
What kind of learning, though?
Yeah, he emphasizes it's about learning how to better relate to others. It's about understanding our emotions. It's about learning to make decisions that promote a healthier, more purposeful life.
Developing an open mindset.
Which fosters personal growth and greater empathy. And that actively contributes to the greater good he was talking about.
It feels like a direct path, maybe, for the kids today, Latisha describes, if they're missing certain developmental experiences.
Steve offers a way to actively cultivate those skills through intentional learning, self-reflection.
And all these principles, they seem to build towards something central for him, the power of love.
Yes. He frames that as the ultimate driving force.
How so?
He states pretty plainly that love gives life purpose, depth, and meaning. And he uses his own relationship with Latisha as this powerful example.
Sustaining each other through tough times.
Exactly. Through financial struggles, babysitting children, or running for our lives from an apartment fire. Wow.
That makes it incredibly real, doesn't it?
Very tangible. And then he expands it to love for family, friends.
And
Crucially, love for yourself. He writes, your relationship with yourself is the most important one because it controls our relationship with others.
And adds, you cannot get around loving yourself.
It's this really powerful assertion of self-worth as the foundation for everything else, for that purposeful life he advocates.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Steve's advice feels very practical, very personal. He asks you directly, What are you willing to change to give yourself the life you know you deserve?
It really is a call to look inward and then to act, to actively shape our lives maybe instead of just letting them be shaped by...
External forces,
Yeah,
like the passive consumption Latisha observed.
exactly. And he brings this all to a head with a powerful call to live with urgency.
Confronting the impermanence of life. That sounds intense.
It is, but it's spurred by those real-life events, like seeing his wife almost die due to her health problems. It's a stark reminder.
But not meant to be scary.
No, he frames it as profound motivation. By embracing the brevity of life, he says, we can learn to live with more urgency and intention.
Confronting that reality helps us figure out what truly matters.
And let go of what doesn't. He explains that his personal turning point, seeing Latisha so ill, made them rethink priorities. Live with less stress, more purpose.
Transforming that potential grief into a catalyst.
For a more meaningful life, yeah. And he masterfully brings it all together in that final chapter.
A unified message. Everyone's life is important. That title says a lot.
It really does. It ties everything together, reinforcing that core idea, the significance of life for every single person.
Not about the external stuff, fame, wealth.
No. It is defined by the love we give, the people we touch, and the way we live each day. And he offers this incredibly uplifting message.
What does he say?
You are not your disease. You are not your limitation. You are not your complication. You are not your medication. You are not your worst day.
Wow.
You are you. You matter. And every part of your life is important.
That's incredibly affirming.
It really is. He encourages us to recognize that value in ourselves, to love deeply, and to live fully, regardless of the external world Latisha's poem describes.
That powerful statement from Steve, it really acts as this beautiful counterpoint, doesn't it, to the concerns in Latisha's poem.
It does, while Latisha laments what might be getting lost between generations.
Steve reminds us that no matter how much the world changes, how many gadgets we have,
The fundamental importance of self-worth, deep connection, living with purpose, that remains constant and accessible to all of us.
their individual perspectives, though different, really converge on this shared understanding of what makes a life truly meaningful.
Yeah, truly important.
And, well, that wraps up our deep dive for today.
We've journeyed from Latisha's really poignant look at childhood then and now,
Observing those generational shifts, the impact of technology,
to Steve's heartfelt exploration of how to live a life brimming with purpose, love, intention, regardless of circumstance.
these two books, written by this loving couple, they offer such a rich tapestry of reflection and guidance.
It really asks you to consider your own place in the world, doesn't it? And how you choose to live.
Definitely. So as we think about how fast our world evolves, especially with tech, here's something to ponder.
Okay.
In, say, 20 or 30 years,
Yeah.
what might future generations look back at our current lives and call gone wild?
Interesting question.
And what essential human experiences might they realize we were prioritizing? Or maybe overlooking.
Something to think about.
For sure. If you're inspired to delve deeper into these fascinating perspectives, both Kids Gone Wild by Latisha Jefferson Robertson and The Importance of Your Life by Steve Robertson are available via Amazon.
And if you happen to have a story or a message of your own that you feel is important to share,
BePublished.org, who helped release these books, offers a free strategy session to first-time callers. The number is 972-880-8306.
they help creators keep all rights and royalties for their books, movies, or music.
Worth checking out if you have something to share. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's chance